Hello, my name is Jasmine Horace, and today we're going to be talking about combining like terms. Okay. So these are algebra tiles, or at least virtual ones, and they're as similar as I can make them on Zoom to physical algebra tiles. I have these blue ones to represent x squareds, these green ones to represent x's, and then the yellow ones to represent the unit term, so just one. And then I have for each of those a red counterpart, which is for negatives. So this would be a negative x squared, and a -1. So here I have this expression, and I want to know, or I want to have an expression to describe this situation of algebra tiles, and then I want to simplify it. So first I'm going to write out what this expression would mean in algebraic terms. So here, both of these represent x squareds. So I have 2x squareds. And then I have 2 negative x's, so -2x. Another x squared, so plus x squared. 2 singletons, 2 units, so +2 minus 2x squared plus 4x. There are 4 of these. Ooh. Zoom is so much fun. 4 of these x blocks, and then I have 3 more units, and they're negative, so -3. So that is my starting expression. Keep that in mind for later. Now, what I want to do with these tiles is I want to manipulate them so that I can try and simplify. So I'm going to take this and duplicate it just so that we can have the original still there. This is just a copy so that I can move stuff around. The first thing I want to do is I want to group all of my tiles into like terms. See where it comes from? Any x squared tile, I want it to have its own group. Any x tile, I want it to have its own group. And then all of the units, I want them to be in their own group, negative or positive, all together, as long as they're the same type of tile. So what I'm going to do is I am going to first put all these x squared tiles over here. And what I want to do, just so that it's a little bit easier to see what's going to happen next, I'm going to put all of my negative tiles on one side, all of my positive tiles on the other side, and line them up a little bit. Ooh. Okay. Those are all of my x squared tiles from this row, or sorry, expression. I'm going to move this plus sign down a little bit. Now I want to put all of my x tiles together. So I have this one, and then all these 4 right here. And then I'm going to move everything else over here. I'm going to run out of space, so I'm actually going to put this one up here. Okay, and then all I'm left with is these singleton ones. I'm going to go ahead and delete all of these plus signs. Take these red ones first. And then just put these right next to them. Okay, from here, I want to simplify this expression. So anywhere I have both a negative and a positive together of the same type, I want to zero them out, because whenever I add a negative amount to an equal positive amount, they zero out. So I'm going to zero out these two because they are of the same amount or type, and one's positive, one's negative. Same thing with these two, these two, and those four. Now I'm going to find out how much I have left after that. Here, all of these have been x'd out, zeroed out. So all I'm left with is an x squared term. This one, these four have been zeroed out. So all I'm left with is two x terms, or tiles, I should say. And then here, these four have been canceled out. So all I'm left with is a single -1 term. And there should be a positive there between all of them. So I can actually write this expression, which was this expression, which is this algebraic expression, as x squared plus 2x, and then plus a negative is just -1. So this expression up here ended up as x squared plus 2x minus 1. Now say I just had the algebraic expression. One thing I can do is I can use those tiles and that relationship that I saw and represent this algebraic expression in the tiles. In this one, we took the tiles and represented it as an algebraic expression, but mostly we just used the tiles. Here, I want to take the expression and use my tiles to figure out how to simplify. I am going to do each type of tile or each term separately. So first, let's do it in blue. I have these terms right here that are x squareds. So I'm going to take my blocks and represent those, or my tiles. 4, 6 tiles. Let me make them into a row. And then I chose very large numbers, but okay, so that's these two right here. I'm very quickly going to run out of space. Let's do greens now. I have a 10x and a -5x. Move these out of the way. Let's crunch them up a bit. Actually, I don't need these two tiles anymore. I do need these. So these I'm going to put off to the side right now. Okay, I need 10 of these tiles. And then now to yellow. I have a -5 and a +10. I just now see this +3x, so I will come back to that in a second once I do these yellow ones. Let's do my +10. Let's actually do these standing up. It might be a little bit easier that way. This is 10 positive, 5 negative. Now that I have those, I'm going to go back to this 3x that I forgot and just take these three right here, duplicate them. And look at there. Got everything I need. Okay. I can now do the cancellation I did before. So these two cancel or zero out. So do these. And then all of these. What I am left with here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Negative 9x squared. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8x plus 8x. And then plus 5. So this expression right here is equal to negative 9x squared plus 8x plus 5. Okay, what if we try it now without our algebra tiles? I have this expression right here. It is negative 3 plus 14x minus x squared plus 5 plus 9x squared minus 26x plus 5x minus 3x squared. So I could use algebra tiles, but I am not going to. What I am going to do though is follow the same method that I used when I did use the algebra tiles, and I'm going to group these terms with similar bases and powers. So all of the x squareds I'm going to put together, all of the x's I'm going to put together, and then all of my ones I'm going to put together. So first my x squareds, let's use the same coloring as we did before. I have a 9x squared, a negative 3x squared, and then a minus x squared. And I'm going to rewrite this down here. Negative x squared plus 9x squared minus 3x squared. Those are all my x squared terms. My x terms, I have a 14x, a negative 26x, and a 5x. So plus 14x minus 26x plus 5x. And then my units. I have a minus 3 and a positive 5. And I'm going to do all of those individually. So negative 1 plus 9 minus 3, that is an 8 minus 3, so 5. I have 5x squareds. I have a positive 14, a negative 26, and then a positive 5. So 14 minus 26, I get negative 12. And then I want to add 5 to that. So I get a negative 7. I have negative 7x. And then minus 3 plus 5 is just a positive 2. So my expression ends up being 5x squared minus 7x plus 2. And we got that by combining our terms, grouping our terms, and then combining them, and then simplifying. That is how we combine like terms. Thank you for watching.